Hi everyone, welcome back to Draw for Fun with Kevin. Today we're going to draw Deathstroke. Or not Deathstroke, Deadpool, I'm sorry. This is Deadpool. A lot of you guys saw the movie and you like the movie or the comic book character, so I'm going to draw him. Get your paper and pencil. Don't mind my dirty fingers, I was just drawing. I have pencil and pastels all over me. Never seem to be clean when I'm doing these videos because I'm always drawing. But get your pencil and paper. We're going to start Deadpool. So here we go. We're going to start off with his eyes, right? And Deadpool has, in his mask, he's got two big black eyes. So we're going to start off by making one big oval like that, right? Now just to give ourselves a way to gauge this, we're going to make a line, make another line, make another line, right? Like that. And then we'll start the other eye about here, right? To give you an idea of those spaces, about the spacing between them. Now these don't have to be perfect, right? I'm putting them a little over to the side because I think I can fit the whole thing right in here. I might use this for something else later. I was thinking about adding maybe some accessories to them. But anyway, from there, go to the center and we're going to draw an arc like that. Okay? And then from there, we're going to come down a little bit, come over, and then down till we touch. Right? Good. Now, make sure that this comes to a point right at the end here, and we're going to make a point. Then we're going to go up, come down, and over. And right there, we're going to go up, come down, and then go right to the eye there, to the edge. We're going to color all that in black, but not yet. What we're going to do first is make a small slit like that in the middle, so that way when we color all that in, that stays white. Alright, now come over to here. We're going to come up, over, see right there? Just going to make another small block that we're going to color in black. Okay? Good. And then when we color all this black, you'll see why, or what it does. Okay? So we're just going to take all this and color it in black. Like that. Come over, draw this black. All the way to here. Okay, under the eye. Don't color in that white slit there. And then color this part in right here. Okay, so there's our first part here. Now we're going to outline the eye a little bit darker at the top and down the side here. All the way down to here. Okay, so that's our first one. Now let's go over to this eye. Right, now on this eye right here, let's start up here. Come down, and right here go over and into the corner. Okay, now at the top, come down here, and then go over this way. Alright, now right here, this part of the eye right here, it's just going to be black. I'm just putting a dark line there, so we don't have to draw another point. Like over here, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to put a dark line there. And then we're going to continue that line over. Now we can make our dark part and then go down. And then come over and then go down. Okay. Now remember, before we color any of this in, we have to put that little white part in the middle. Come back over to here. And draw our little extra dark spot here. I'm just going to color that right in. Get that out of the way. Alright, this right here is going to connect at the top. Now right here, make another little slit. Okay, just a little one. Just enough to leave white. And then color the rest in. Actually, that's probably the hardest part to follow through the whole video. Okay, now we have Deadpool's eyes. All right, now just make a little bit of a dark line going around. Like I said, thicken it up. Makes it pop a little bit better. Okay? Okay. Now we got to get his head in here. So what we're going to do is come up about here. Alright, and we're going to start shading his head. We're trying to get the on the top here. It's got like a little bit of a knot on the top of his hood. Okay. And we're going to come down. About there. Now he does have a little bit of an ear right here. Okay. Over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to really get an ear in there or not. Because I already started his jawline right here, so we're just going to come down and follow that down. Go over. Come up to here. Follow it down. And touch. Okay. Okay, now he's going to have two lines coming down his mask. One here. We're going to follow that down. And then one over here. And right through his eye and follow that one down. Okay. And we'll give him a little bit of a shadow down here. And that should do that. Okay, now coming up to the jawline right here, just make a line. Come over on this side, make another line. Okay. We'll start his neck here. Alright, we're going to come over and touch right there. Same on this side. Grab your line here, and what we're going to do is come over and touch. Alright. Good. Now from there, we're going to start one side. I want to see if we fit it in here. I should have started him in the middle, but I had an idea for him holding his hand out here, but with a gun. We might have to put just swords on his back for this one. We're going to come right about here, we're going to make a line. Then we're going to come down, over, and up. Attach it. Okay? Now you draw a little box like that. I'm going to color that in. Alright. Now we're going to have to try and fit this in on this side. Come up, over, up, and this right here is going to be one of his straps that holds his weapons. Right, so we're going to come down and curve it just like that, and we're going to come up here to this side. Okay, and do the same thing. We're about there. I'm going to come down, curve it into there, and I'm going to go up like this so I know where I want that other strap to start, because we're going to put a buckle here. Alright, by drawing a line there, and then right there we're going to come down in like that. Okay, and this strap is going to go right up inside it. Right. This one's going to come up inside too, so might as well make that longer now. Alright, right there, just make it longer. Going to come over here on this side, draw a line, and then come up, over, down. It's going to look like a letter H. Okay, pretty much. Good. So letter H, and then we're right here in the center. Go across, and there's your H. Alright. Now we got to continue that line So it looks like that strap's actually going to go through there. Okay, that's all we're going to do for that. Now come up to here, draw a little extra line or two, like that. One down here. Okay, here's his buckle. I'm going to color his H in. Okay, so we could tell that's an actual, I'll make this one a little bit longer. And then we're going to take this right here, this strap, and we're going to come down. Okay. Shade that a little more. Now we got to come off of there with the beginning of his arm. Good, now I got to do that whole process on the other side so we can make sure all of this is even. Alright, so we're going to come over to the other side of his neck here. I'm going to draw a little bit of a line right there. Okay. Alright, now come up to here. This line right here is where I want his collar to start. I want to try to keep it even with that, so I'm just putting a guideline there for now. What we're going to do is come over here and start that. Just like that. Now come up, go over, and then come down. Excuse me. And then we're going to shade a little bit of that in. Like from here over, okay, right here. Okay, make sure this is touching and the face is closed off. Now I'm going to put one more line under his neck here so it all kind of blends together like that. Okay, and then make this just a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's going to be the buckle there. Now right here at the end of it, at the bottom, you're going to start his other shoulder. So darken a line there, and from there we can start our other shoulder strap. So we're going to bring that down, over, come up to the top. Alright, right about here, just draw a little bump, go across, and then come down on this side and go in. Now right here I'm drawing my line up, starting my H. I'm just going to go up there, because remember this right here is going to be the strap. Okay, that's going to be our strap. So now I'm just going to draw another H. Okay, well it's going to be an H anyway. We start with those. When we get to the bottom right here, alright, this strap's going to go right up and through. Remember, the top up here, make sure that closes in. This is going to be colored in. Now right here is where we have to go across with a very thin line, right? And we might have to make our bottom H a little bit lower here. Okay, make it a little longer. Now we're going to color that H in. And we extend our strap. And we give him some, you know, couple of lines. I gotta sharpen my pencil to insinuate that, you know, he's got wrinkles and whatnot. That's gonna be his harness, so, okay. Yeah, my pencil's a little too thick. Okay. That's why my lines are so thick, so excuse me for a sec while I sharpen it. Here we go. Okay, now we got to get to doing some of his body here, now that we got the straps out of the way for now. Alright, so what we're going to do is come over to here, alright, about there. We're going to start his shoulder, bring a line down, come over, and down. Okay, Just like that. Now we're probably just going to do a half a body on him. So I don't really have the room on this paper to do a full one. We'll do a full one later. We're going to come down and then just go to there. And then put a line right about here. So we have an idea where we're going to stop. Okay. So from here down, that's probably all the further I'm going to go with this picture as far as down. Okay. Alright, so that's his line for his body where we're going to stop. And we got our strap, and once we color him in, he'll look okay. We have to do the other side, then we'll give him some muscles in between, because I'm trying to fit it in here. I think I started too far over. Alright, right here we're going to make his shoulder on this side, and we'll give him maybe a little tatter in his suit, you know, because he's always getting beat up. Okay, so just make a little tatter there like that. I'm not going to be too picky about it. Draw underneath here. Make sure you try to follow that shoulder a little bit. Keep this curved, right, like that. And then right from there, we're just going to go out, because most of this is going to be in just doing his muscles. Right. All right, we're going to come up to here. We're going to make a neckline, and then make another neckline. Off of his collar, right here, right, what we're going to do is draw another line. Over here we're going to draw another line. Okay, just enough to dress him up. Now, these are going to be just little tiny shadows and ripple marks, you know, to give the character a little more interesting look. Right here I'm going to make a V, kind of a V, right, and then just draw straight down. And then right here we're going to draw a squiggle line right to there. Over here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just make squigglies, right, about like that, and then draw a line over to the strap. See how it starts looking pretty neat now? Now from here over into the strap we're going to take another shadow. I'm just going to make some scribbles like this to get to know where I'm going, and then maybe I'll darken them in or make them a little wider or thicker or whatever. Wider towards the strap, thinner towards out here. Okay? There we go. And we're going to do the same on the other side. What I'll probably do is just start right on the strap here. Alright? And then I'll scribble my way to the center a little bit. Kind of coming down towards this one. Alright? So we want that chest to kind of come down and in. The shading is really what makes a lot of these. Okay. Let's give him another one right about here. Okay. And maybe just a couple little lines over here. Just another little scribble. Okay? Good. Now, the big cool thing about this picture is going to be we're going to make his swords. Alright? Behind him. That's what this harness is for. So we're going to come about here and start a sword. Bring it right down to your touch. Alright? Find the width of it. You can make them as thick as you want, but try to make it fairly thin, because he doesn't have really thick swords. Right? So I'm going to try and figure out about how the width is that I want. And we're just going to make one there. And at the top, about here, we're just going to cut it off just like that. Okay? Then we're going to do some diamonds inside. 1, 2, 3, and right here we'll probably get like a half of one, I guess. Okay, we're going to color all this in. My diamonds ain't that good. I'm not using a ruler or anything, but that's just for fun. It's a draw for fun, remember. I'm not trying to crush it and be perfect. I'm just trying to make a character look kind of cool. You can get pretty meticulous with your art if you want, but for this purpose it'll work just fine. Alright, color all that black. Maybe darken this in with some thicker lines at the top so it looks a little more interesting. Put some dark lines down here. That's one sword. Now we're going to do the other side. Right. Again, we want it to kind of match this one. Alright, so we're going to try and kind of estimate how high it is. You want them fairly even. Right. Fairly the same width. If they're not, we'll adjust them. You know, it is hard to kind of go with a straight line, but we can always thicken the line or shorten it or erase. It'll look fine, don't worry. Alright, so once we think that's about where we want it, right, we're just gonna, might make him a little higher. And we're just gonna draw across. Okay. Maybe about like that, I guess, right? Looks okay. Now we draw our diamonds. I don't know how many I'm going to fit on this one. Like I said, I am not the best diamond drawer. I'm just trying to kind of make it look pretty even. Good. Now just color that in. There's a neat little picture of Deathstroke. I keep calling him Deathstroke, I'm sorry. Deadpool. Yeah. If you go step by step drawing it with me, it's really not that bad. But it's a little more than doing SpongeBob or something like that, okay? And I want us to be able to do some of that serious stuff. I'm going to add 2 more lines right here. And I'm going to make this line double. Come down. I'm going to make it double. Deadpool. Okay. And that right there is going to look pretty good. Now, we can give him a little bit of shading. Alright, let me show you guys how you do that. What I would do is just scribble and darken some spots on him like this. Right? Draw a circle where you're going to darken, you know, and then color. Right? So what I just darkened in there, I went here, I'm going to go up. From here, doesn't matter really what pattern you do, but I'm just going to draw all that black that I just outlined. Alright, make that all shading. I mean, you can do any kind of pattern you want, but this, when you're doing superheroes and muscles, this is a great way to shade. Draw the outline of where you want to shade first. So you get the idea, you know, like up in here, and then you just add a little extra or whatever, you know. And then darken that in on the outside, nice and dark. Alright, make sure it goes together. There you go. And then we're going to do maybe one more on the other side. Okay, just to give him a little bit of texture. So I'm going to draw like a square here, half a square. I'm going to come up and maybe go over here to touch. Right, come down where we can touch. Come down over here, maybe touch here. Alright, go up to about here, and I'll color all this in here. Alright, trying to help with what his frame would be, what his build would be, because you're trying to make everything rounded, alright, in these muscle guys. So I want the coloring I do to actually round off in spots like on his shoulder and everything, so it kind of exaggerates that muscle of his shoulder. And all I'm doing is blackening that in. Now you could do this any way you want, put the shading wherever you want, but the idea is to draw where you want to shade, alright? And then just color it in. Now since this is only a half drawing, he's only half, we don't have to do any of that on his legs or his hands or anything. But it'll dress up the the carving. It'll dress up the picture because there's not much else to the picture. So you want to put some detail in when you can. Okay? And right here we can actually give him a little bit of a bicep and maybe do a little insinuation. Bring his straps down. Yeah, right here. Is the rest. It's color and everything. Yeah, look at it. I might take this down a little bit and give him a little bit of chest or whatever. Right, off of here we can make one more thing, and we're just gonna come out, go down, put it there, do the same thing over here. Alright, we're gonna come out, down, and in like that. I put that line there before so I could actually gauge it. Alright, we're going to color these black. And here we have a pretty cool picture of Deathstroke. Yeah, Deathstroke again. I'm sorry. Deadpool. Oh, I got Deathstroke on the brain today. My son kept saying Deathstroke, Deathstroke when he wanted me to draw him, and now he's got me doing it. Okay, you can make his bicep a little bigger here if you want to. Doesn't really matter because he's done. Okay. Right here we could add a couple more lines if we want. I don't want to overdo him. Alright, but it can't look that bare there. So I'm going to put some in. Again with this line and a scribble, line and a scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Love scribbling. Okay, and that's going to be Deadpool. Not Deathstroke. Okay, and that's going to be our drawing for today. Let me know what you think. We did fit him on the paper. That's going to be Deadpool. We'll try to do full body Deadpools later. For right now, it's just a short, quick video on the weekend I'm doing before I have to go out and eat. So I'm kind of rushed, but I think he come out okay. I like him. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And you can watch the time lapse after this while I ink him in a little bit. I'm going to use markers and darken him in. But that's Deadpool. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you next video.